Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be walking you through changing the battery on your G Shock GA-700SE, and this is the 5522 module. So let's get right into it. So starting off with what we'll need, you're just going to need a small Phillips head screwdriver, ideally metal tweezers if you have them, but if not, you can get away with just using a metal paper clip, and our replacement battery, which is a CR2016. Real quickly, I wanted to note that you do not have to remove these straps because they're not blocking the case back, but I'm going to go ahead and remove them real quick just so that you guys can see what I'm doing a little bit easier. So our first step is just going to be removing the 4 case back screws. And then we'll set those aside, making sure to not lose them. Now we can go ahead and remove our case back, and sometimes our gasket will come off with the case back. Don't worry, that can be easily put back in place. The next thing you'll notice is there's a few metal tabs holding this rubber bumper in place. So you can just use your finger or just use tweezers, bend them out of the way, then we can get that bumper out of our way and access the battery. So next you'll notice we're working upside down, so we're going to rotate the module around, and you'll see this little latch right there, and there's a hole right there where we can get either our tweezers or a paper clip in, and that's going to unlatch the battery for us. So once that's unlatched, we can go ahead and slide something underneath the sticker to remove the battery, and take our old battery right out and dispose of it. Next, we can go ahead and grab our new battery, and I always suggest, if you don't have finger gloves, to hold it on the sides just so that you don't accidentally short it out, just to be safe and make sure you don't discharge your battery any. You're just going to slide it right in there and latch this down, press until you feel it click, and our new battery is in place. Now we're going to get ready to perform our AC reset. This is where having metal tweezers comes in handy, but you can use a paper clip and bend it in an arc. You just want 2 metal ends. So we're going to look for right here where it says AC, and there's this little gold panel right here. We want to contact one point with that, and the other point with the metal on our watch. Right there, it actually has a little negative display. And just hold it there for about 2 seconds. And next, to ensure we've done it correctly, I always like to put my finger over this spring here just to make sure it doesn't fall out, because that spring controls the sound and beep from your watch. I hold it there, and I like to flip it over, and if we've done it correctly, it should be beeping handset 000. So that means we've reset the computer properly. So now we can start reassembling the watch. I'm going to go ahead and rotate this back over and put my rubber bumper back in place. And as we can see, it has slots for this metal tab and the spring, and then we simply want to get those metal tabs, just bend them right over. They won't be perfect, but they just keep this from sliding around. And next, we want to put our gasket back. Mine didn't fall out, but just for demonstration purposes, I've taken it out. So we simply match the shape. As you can see, this has a little part sticking out on the bottom. So we just want to put it right in the groove, make sure it fits in there nicely without any obstructions or dirtiness. And our gasket is now in place. Now we're ready to put our case back on. So remember, this is the bottom and this is the top. We want to make sure that Casio is properly oriented. So we're going to drop it right in there, and you'll feel it kind of fall into the groove. This has a pretty deep groove in it. So I hold it in place, and then I just will put my case back screws in and get ready to tighten them up. I usually like to just hold my thumb on the case back to hold it in place, drop the screws in, and then we just snug them up, making sure to not go too tight, because these are pretty easy to break. Just needs to be snug. And at this point, our battery change is all done. So as we can see, all of our modes cycle, the beep is audible, and it'll probably be challenging to see under this bright light, but our backlight works. So I'm going to reinstall the strap on this and show you how to zero the hands for proper time setting. Alright, now to zero our hands. So essentially why we have to do this is because when we do the AC reset, wherever the hands are, the watch now thinks that's 12 o'clock, so when you set the time, it won't display the right time. So what we simply want to do is hold down, this is the A button or adjust button. It'll say this, keep holding it. Now we're in handset mode, so we want to do 000, which is going to be 12 o'clock, so we use this to go reverse and forward. Luckily I was pretty close on mine. So there's 12 o'clock, and that's all there is to it. Now we press adjust again. And now when we go ahead and set the time, these hands will display the right time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that this video was helpful and clear and to the point. If you have any questions for me, please leave them down in the comments, and be sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to be working on getting as many models of G-Shocks, Baby Gs, and normal Casio products out as possible. So to learn more, please subscribe. Thank you so much, guys. Take care.